Who really has the bomb? 9. That's the number of countries officially holding the keys to the nuclear apocalypse. But here's the kicker. More than 30 others could technically build the bomb if they really wanted to. Imagine a world where your neighbor doesn't just mow his lawn aggressively. He arms a warhead. Today, we're breaking down who's already got nukes, who's sneaking around, and who's still window shopping for uranium. Nuclear weapons are the ultimate status symbol in global politics. Forget luxury cars or private islands. The real flex is a missile that can vaporize a city. Since World War II, countries have scrambled to join the so-called nuclear club. The first 5, known as the nuclear weapon states under the Non-Proliferation Treaty, or NPT, are the United States, Russia, China, France, and the United Kingdom. They're the OGs. The Cold War turned the US and Soviet Union into nuclear hoarders, stacking thousands of warheads like Pokemon cards. France and the UK kept smaller collections, and China quietly built up its own arsenal over decades. But the story doesn't end there. Oh no. Let's start with the official 5. United States. The U.S. built the first bombs, dropped them on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, and still holds about 5,000 active and reserve warheads. They call it deterrence. Everyone else calls it, don't mess with us. Russia. If nukes were baseball cards, Russia would own the whole deck. With roughly 6,000 warheads, they've got the largest stockpile on Earth. Their missiles can basically reach anywhere. Terrifying flex. China, growing fast. From a few dozen nukes in the 1980s to an estimated 500 plus today. Their strategy? Quiet build-up with global side-eye. France, about 300 nukes, mostly carried by submarines. Vive la boom. United Kingdom, roughly 225 warheads, all submarine-based, all ready if things go sideways. Now, the non-NPT crew. These are the ones who basically said, treaty? Nah, I'll pass. India. Tested in 1974, then again in 1998. They say it's for defense. Their main concern, keeping up with Pakistan and China. Pakistan built its nukes in the late 1990s specifically because India had them. Their rivalry is basically a nuclear staring contest. Israel, official line? We neither confirm nor deny. Translation, yes, they have nukes. Estimates put it around 80 to 90. They just don't like to talk about it. North Korea, the wild card. First test in 2006, and now anywhere from 20-30 bombs. Their missiles aren't always reliable, but Kim Jong-un loves to show them off. That's the nuclear roster, 9 countries. Now for the potential players. Iran, always in the headlines. They say their nuclear program is for energy. Critics say it's a bomb waiting to happen. So far, no weapons, but they're nuclear capable if they cross the line. Saudi Arabia, no nukes yet, but plenty of money. They've hinted at matching Iran if Tehran goes nuclear. Money plus allies. Not hard to imagine. Japan, no bombs, but the tech and the know-how. If they decided tomorrow, they could build one faster than you can order sushi. South Korea, similar story. No nukes, but with North Korea flexing, the pressure grows. Germany, they don't have nukes of their own, but rely on NATO's nuclear sharing. Still, with their tech, they could make some if politics ever changed. Brazil, dabbled with nuclear research, but nothing weaponized. They've said they won't, but the capability exists. Here's the big truth. Once a country builds nukes, it changes the entire global balance. Everyone else suddenly plays by their rules. Why? Because nuclear weapons aren't about winning wars. They're about making sure no one starts one. Case in point, North Korea. Without nukes, they'd just be another isolated state. With nukes, world leaders line up for talks. That's the power of nuclear deterrence. But it comes with risks. Accidents, miscalculations, and rogue leaders could spell disaster. During the Cold War, the world nearly ended multiple times because of false alarms. Think about that. Human error almost pushed the red button. So where are we now? 9 countries hold the bomb. A handful more could if they wanted to. and the rest of the world just hopes they never do. Nuclear weapons remain humanity's weirdest paradox. They're built to never be used. They're the ultimate insurance policy, too horrible to unleash, but too tempting to give up. So the next time you hear the phrase nuclear option, just remember, it's not a figure of speech for picking Netflix. Somewhere out there, entire countries keep real-life apocalypse buttons under glass. And trust me, that's a club you do not want expanding.